Right, we're going straight in today. I've got a couple of jobs I need to do. I have an aloe vera here, and I've spotted something that might actually get me a free plant. And also, I've stored my dahlias for the first time over winter this year, so I need to open them up and see what's inside. Right, okay, so first of all, this aloe vera, I think this was from B&Q. I've had it a good year or so now. I paid £6 for it. There is the plant passport, so if you know, you know. And I checked this morning just to check that the roots weren't sitting in too much moisture. And what I've actually found is, I don't know whether you can see, there's two separate aloe vera plants there. And what do we like on this channel? Free plants. Ow. We're going to try and make two plants. Now you're going to have to come back and find out if this actually works. So make sure you like and subscribe and follow. And what we're going to try and do is make two plants out of one. So let's just get it out of the pot slowly. Because we love free plants. Okay, so you can clearly see there's two separate plants here. And we'll just tease them apart and see what happens. Wish me luck. Oh, I think it's coming. We have two mature, healthy plants in that pot, and I didn't even realise. So, what do we know about succulents? They've got these really thick, fleshy leaves, and they hold on to moisture, so they don't like sitting in wet. We've actually got quite a lot of roots here on this, so I think this will appreciate being potted up. So, succulent leaves, very fleshy, holding on to moisture, so that means they don't need really wet soil. You can see from when it was in its nursery pot, it's already got some perlite in there. So we're going to do the same again, 50-50 mix. And then what I'm going to do, we'll put it in a pot like this, and then into a house plant pot like that. And what you'll notice is when we put that in there, the plastic pot doesn't touch the bottom of the ceramic pot. So that means when I water it and give it a good soak, and the water will drain through because of the perlite in a free draining mix, and it will pool underneath the pot so that this baby isn't sat in water. So here we go. Compost. Other brands are available. Perlite. Other brands are available. If you are using perlite, don't do what I've just done. Try and use a well ventilated area or wet it first. Let's mix it, mix it, mix it. Now, if you're unsure where your pots come from or what was in it last, make sure you give it a good clean. I know what was in this last. It's one of mine from my house. I know there's no diseases and anything in there that I need to worry about, so I'm going to use this pot. Now, let's do this little one first. Let's see what happens. Give it a little firm in. Ow! Spiky! one plant. Alright, number one. Alright, time for number two. This is the big boy. Now if you haven't got perlite, you can use gravel, horticultural grit, because you really don't want this sat in just wet compost. All the roots on there. Now I could trim those back a bit, but I want it to be as healthy as possible, so I'm going to leave as much roots on there because I'm already potting on, and it hasn't got its brother with it anymore, so it's got more space already. Let's get that in. Now, I haven't actually done this before. I'm assuming that this will be fine, but I may be wrong. So if you want an update on how these aloes have done, I'll try and post an update in a couple of weeks. Post a video on their progress, so you can all see whether this was a success or a complete waste of time. Or plot number two. In we go. And there we go. All right, so I would call that a success. 2 plants, 2 healthy aloe veras for £6. Other brands are available. Okay, so last week we posted 2 plants for £5. This week you've got 2 plants for £6. So far you've got 4 plants for £11. So don't forget to go check out the other video as well. Okay, I've just brought you indoors for a quick update. So there's your 2 aloe veras. That there is the Dracaena cutting from your 2 plants for £5 video. And actually, if you look over here, we have another one. So if you haven't watched the video on propagating Dracaena, go and have a look at that, and then I'll do another one for you with an update on this one. And then over here, just to show that it doesn't always work, these cuttings here, I'm not sure if they're going a little bit mouldy. I've changed the water on them. I don't think these are dead. They're still really healthy green leaves, and there's actually new growth coming out the top, these little leaves here. So I don't think they're dead. They're just taking such a long time to put on some roots, so I'll just have to keep you updated on that one. Okay, on to the next. Back to the shed. This is what Sundays are for, right? Okay, as I said at the beginning of the video, I had Dahlias last year. I've never tried storing the tubers over winter. Now I've got very heavy clay soil here in Stoke-on-Trent, so I dug them up, I shook off as much as possible, and kind of thought, I'll do. I didn't wash them, I didn't clean them. I don't know what's going to be. I've got 3 different Dahlias here, all in pots. So what I did is lifted them, got off as much earth as I could, and then stored them upside down for a few days to let as much moisture leave them as possible. And then I have just put them in some pots in the shed here with no light, no warmth, in a mix of just dry compost and perlite. So we're about to see how they've done. Okay, so if I try and video as I'm taking it out, there's definitely some sort of dead man's finger in there. Let me put my phone down and have a look. Okay. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to find in here. It doesn't feel very nice. It looks like this on Gardener's World. I think this one definitely has rotted. think, but yeah, they're just, I don't think they're any good at all. Although, ugh, yeah, that one's slimy, so that's definitely no good. Ooh, that's hollow. I think I might have one. Oh, I have to put some gloves on, this isn't very nice. That fleshy thing there. Ooh. Ooh. Gooey. I think that's a lost cause, that one. Should we try the next one? Lift your dahlias, they said. Store them upside down, they said. They'll be fine, they said. Ugh. Okay, well, straight away, this one is a lot drier. The other one did feel quite moist, which obviously has led to it going all soggy and rotted. Let's have a look. Please be tubers, please be tubers. I don't know, you know. What do you think? Maybe? I just dread putting my fingers into something gooey. Basically, what I should have done when I lifted these last year is turn them upside down, dried them, and then got all of this off. I shouldn't have kept them in this. Hello, hello. You know what? For what it's worth, I'm going to put that in some compost and give it a drink. There's nothing overly squidgy in there. I'll give it a fresh mix, give it some water, stick it outside somewhere. We are April after all. There's signs of healthy growth there. Alright, well, let's have a go. Let's pop this on, and then what you'll have to do is come back in a couple of weeks' time, and it'll either be a lovely dahlia or not. Why not just keep dahlias in pots all the time? Okay. Just put back around it, some fresh mix. Are you still having fun? Having a good time out there watching this? Having a good... Alright, well, let's have a go. Let's see what we think. I'll give that a water, stick it outside somewhere quite protected. I'm not ready to cut all this off. Right, last one. What is going on here? Doesn't look good. I'm not feeling confident about this one. Well, let's lift it out and see. This does not look nice. They're all either hard, like peanuts, or soft and squidgy. I mean, there's one there. I think it's too far gone. I think I'm going to have to admit defeat on this. And another dead one, I'm afraid. Okay, so to sum it up, I think we might just about save this one, but you're going to have to come back and find out, because I'm not confident at all. Let me know what you think. If you think it's a waste of time, let me know and I'll just chuck it away. Thanks for watching. I hope it didn't suck too much. Good luck with yours. Let me know how your dahlias are, and I'll see you again next time.